Well, it is that season again. How you doing, you glorious bastards? My name is FOXSOL. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to another video here on Lords of the Fallen. And in today's video on Lords of the Fallen, I'd like to actually go ahead and take some time and discuss, about these quest lines, these DLC quest lines that we've been having in the last couple of months, and a big problem that I see with them, and suggestions on how to fix those problems, or in all honesty, have you guys, if you can, leave your comments below and, present some ideas of what you think could be done to fix this. So let's go ahead, travel through the depths and discuss this. Like I said, we're going to travel through the depths and we're going to discuss this because here at the desk we have one brand new quest line, which was for the Umbra armor. And as you can tell, I got a mixture of the armors on because we did all the quest lines, and from 5 o'clock to 2 o'clock at night I was working with a few people and we were reading these riddles and everything and trying our best to figure out what did this fucking riddle mean, what does this riddle fucking mean, and figure it out all together. And we came up with something together, and we were able to go ahead and complete, getting in the armor sets. Well, this poses a question, and the question I have is, without the patch notes, without reading the patch notes and understanding what's going on, with this game in general, of what it's what's live currently with the game, what are we supposed to do in terms of figuring out how to complete these quest lines within the game? Because as so far, you come to here, how are you supposed to know without reading? And I'm gonna use this as an example. Without reading the patch notes, how are you supposed to come here, figure out this is a effigy, right? And come here, use the mother's embrace to make a tone, and then realize that you gotta go ahead and light the fucking fires, huh? But you gotta go play fucking Easter egg hunt here and go like, oh, is it this one? Is it this one? And go on from there. You're supposed to run and run and run. How, without the riddle and listening to the riddle, are you supposed to figure this out? That is my question. I think it's actually a good question. It's a good answer. That if someone could figure it out, without the riddle, please explain me into the comments below, because the game should have a way where it's not just, I gotta put this. Oh no. Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess we gotta fall and die. We didn't even get to fucking die. We just fucking fell. Amazing. But no, I'm being serious here. Like, you got those people out there that don't watch YouTube videos. You got those people out there that don't want to be spoiled on anything. They don't read tutorials. They're the type of player that wants to figure things out all on their own, right? And the problem comes in, how do these people, yourself, if that's the case, figure out, oh, I need to use this emote at this effigy in order to unlock A, B, C, and do this, this, and this. How are you supposed to figure this shit out? Like, shouldn't we in this game, I'm not even worried about doing the quest because we already completed it. Shouldn't you, in some way, shape, form, not have, as developers, this put into the game per se? Be like, hey, let's put a new NPC, a mailbox, a leaderboard, I don't know, something at Skyrest that explains, the riddles. Make it to where, like in Liza P, you get a phone call in a sense. You talk to, like, you got the trickster, the guy who, I forgot what the fuck the name of the puppet is, but the puppet that killed the other guy. Let's go ahead and get him to come for 5 seconds or whatever, to tell us, as an NPC, a riddle. And from the riddle, we have to go figure out how to complete the quest line. I don't know. I mean, I feel like in all honesty, it's great to have these DLCs. Grant you, some of the quest lines themselves are chores, like the radiance armor, the way of the bucket was really some massive fucking chores that, in all honesty, probably shouldn't exist in this game, but they're there. But the question I got here is simple. It's just why are we not having, you know, some kind of information placed within the game that says, do this to start the quest line and then figure out from there. Grant you, I know Dark Souls doesn't really hold your hand and stuff like this. This is a Souls game, but if you're gonna add DLC, right? You're gonna add DLC. There is at least a new NPC or something that's going to help you within the game itself. Because what happens if you downloaded all the DLC and you're on a trip with your family or something, and where you're gonna be out with no fucking internet? But you're like, hey, I want to get all this stuff before I leave and have, you know, all the DLC installed on this game, and I'll go figure it out while I'm on family vacation in bumfuck Egypt. I know some people have done that shit. I know some people who's worked on an aircraft carrier and such that don't have no fucking internet. They're sticking their fucking systems with them and goes play their fucking Xbox or their PlayStation, you know, on the boat. And then, you know, when they come back, they download everything, they bring it to them on the boat. I know people like that. I know that was like a big complaint with, like, when Xbox said you had to be completely 100% online for future purposes with the Xbox One. That people got up in arms because, especially like one guy that worked on a submarine is like, well, dude, I work on a submarine. We don't have fucking internet. I don't want to bring that shit with me. But that's my point. My point is that there should be some kind of a telltale sign, something that leads you to these riddles that is in place in the game. That's in place in the patch. Like, they're not in the game. The riddles are not anywhere I could find. How are you supposed to figure out how to do the bucket quest line? Are you supposed to? The only one that you could probably figure out on your own, without the riddles per se, but because if you already defeat the Hush Knight, you'll find them, is the Bleak Season. Oh, there's new stigmas. I gotta go find a new stigmas with yellow butterflies. At least them, you kind of can find that. But when it comes to the rest, how are you supposed to figure out, you know, I need to use this emoji, the Putrid Mother's Embrace, on quote-unquote effigy to start quest lines so that way I can unlock umbral armor and weapon? Huh? Oh, how am I supposed to know I need to go find a twisted tree to go pledge to a deer in order to start the quest line to get the Rogar armor? Oh, how am I supposed to know I need to go to the Tower of Penance, go fight the boss, get the Holy Flail, in order to start quest line and to go beat with the fucking flail fucking a billion fucking enemies? There's nothing that in the quest line itself, in the game itself, that explains these quest lines to a certain degree. You need to give players, in my personal opinion, a starting point. And just putting up a patch note, I know so many people who bypass these fucking patch notes. They don't even read the patch notes, they just play the game. They don't want to fucking read. We live in a society where some people don't actually want to fucking read. Go fucking figure. But it's the truth. Some people just don't want to fucking read. And how are they supposed to figure out how to do some of these quest lines? I don't know. You guys tell me down below what your thoughts on this is, because I honestly do believe that we need to have these riddles embedded in here. In my personal opinion, like, let's just go here real quick. Let's just go ahead. Let's put ourselves a little ceiling, and I'll give you an idea of what I think should be done before I let you go. And you tell me if you agree with it or not. Let's work back to Skyrest, because Skyrest is our hub world. Skyrest is our little hub zone that we come here, we come enjoy ourselves, we come get a couple of drinks. We got a fucking new stash box. We got a fucking mirror now over here that if we put the mirror pieces in, we could go ahead and be able to change our looks and shit, which honestly, that's kind of stupid by itself. But we have some open spacing here that I think that, you know, you could put an NPC like standing right fucking here and call him basically, you know, the Riddler or something to the effect, a jester, whatever, or something here in the back. You know, to where you talk to someone that legitimately, like you see, we used to have right here the ability to get our shit, which they finally taken out now. But you can have it to where instead here you have an NPC, which is some guy that dresses up like a fucking Riddler kind of character that just sit there and gets you a riddle that says, "Hey, you want to get some Rogar armor? Well, let me read you this poem. Let me read you this riddle. And from this riddle, you now can advance. If you advance this riddle, I will show you the way." I don't fucking know. Something to the effect to where you giving the same information that's in those patch notes away. Because, like, look, in Stoneman's note, or in these notes here in particular, let's go to inventory. Right here. Dearest friend, I venture to the frigid sphere in Kangaroos, hoping you'll find the courage to follow me to the doorsteps, seek the windmill right here, that ruins thing, for nearby, blah, 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 and tree, you'll cover fear, shameful thing. Now, when you read this, when we first read this, me and my friend Matt, when we first played this game, we figured it out, like windmill. And he's like, wait a minute, there is a vestige. This is what he figured out because of the word windmill in it. Okay, let's go here. And then we noticed, because we were exploring the game at first, that there is one fucking door over here, which is this fucking door that's fucking frozen. Oh, it's a bell. Now, originally, before we did it, we tried different things. We tried hitting that bell with arrows, rocks, shit like that never worked. But then when we noticed, oh, we have an interact now. Boom. But the note led us to go here. We figured it out. Why don't we have these notes, these riddles, as either a note, that we could find at Skyrest, or laid somewhere in the area where there's going to be the quest line? That's all I'm saying. There needs to be something to take these patch notes, riddles, and put them in here. Whether it's a fucking mailbox and the developers, a mailbox is put somewhere out here where you're like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? Why is there a mailbox here? When you click it, it's something like, I send you, dear lamp bearer, a riddle amongst riddles. Complete this in order to find a quest, so where you always have it stuck in your inventory as a as a quest upgrade material, as a quest line item. There needs to be something that just expresses what to do, because this right here helps. Stoneman's notes, for example, the bell door in Pilgrim's Perch right here. Okay, well, you figure out, well, the bell room had a bell door that I wasn't able to enter. Voila. You get his note. Voila. You can now warp to fucking the bell room. And because you've walked here, it says this is Pilgrim's Perch, and the bell fucking door. And boom, behind you is the fucking bell door, and you can advance. So why can we not have these riddles? That's all I'm saying. Why can we not have these riddles that's in the patch notes somehow placed in this game for people to figure out? I'm going to leave it at that. Probably said that like a million times already, and I apologize. I'm being a little cringe on this, but I really do feel that these quest lines, you need to be able to have something more that helps guide the player to be able to start them. That's all. So, all right, guys, take it easy, and I'll catch you on the flip side. And in all fairness, guys, you have a good one, and let's see what happens in the future of Lords of the Fallen.